Good evening, ladies as well as gentlemen. Papa Boris here with some more Hearthstone Arena. Got this Shaman run that looks pretty promising. And we're at 4 wins, 0 losses. For all 2 of you who care about Darkest Dungeon, I will plan to get back to that game, but I finally turned to the dark side, and those of you who were saying that I was playing all wrong, alright, I'm giving it a shot. So I've started a new file to try to learn how to play the game the proper way, and I'll start making some videos once I feel like I got the hang of it. But for now, Hearthstone! Here we go. A Mage, Zal. Not a bad name. Short, not too common, inventive. Good opening hand means I'm going to lose. 100% guaranteed. Do you keep both 2-drops here or just the one? Normally I'd keep 2, but this 2-drop is very unlikely to die, so it's likely to be able to get buffed by the Cleric. Then I don't really want this thing on turn 4. The risk is that she plays a Flamethrower and kills this. Then I'm stuck looking dumb with this on turn 3 where I could have had the Tron. Alright, fine, we'll play around the Flamethrower. But the Tron could end up being sort of dead in my hand. Against another class, it wouldn't be so bad to have a Neutron later, but against a Mage, when she can ping off the shield, it's much less effective. Got the Axe here, which I don't really want to play next turn. And it wouldn't do me any good anyway, so ha! Suck it, game. I could try... Nah, we'll just play the Stalker. That's fine. So next turn I got some options. I can play the Demolisher. She might keep this hidden, because it's going to die to my Stalker if she reveals it. So I can play the Demolisher if I don't need to buff this to take something down. She does still have the coin. She could play a 3-drop here. Spider Tank would ruin my day. Pretty bad. Well, Spider Tank, it wouldn't be too bad. This thing, no. With the buff of this Cleric, it would not die to the Spider Tank, but it wouldn't kill it either. She reveals it, so she may be playing a Taunt. Or a Panda. Well, will wonders never cease. We have a lot of different options on this turn. So one option is I could play the Cleric. Well, man, 3 different options. So I can play the Cleric, buff this, kill the Panda. The advantage is then I get a 3-2 and a 3-1. She still has her coin, and she can kill the 3-1, but that would be her turn. Another option is I can trade and play the Demolisher. Then I have less board presence, but I do have a Demolisher out, which is a card that is best out on an empty board. I could play the Stormforged Axe as stealthing the inferior option, or I could play Power Mace. If I do Power Mace and kill the Panda, I still get to the 2-3 and a 3-2 in hand, well, a 3-1 in hand, so similar to having a Cleric on the board, but I have a Demolisher that I could play next turn and pop this and buff the Demolisher. So we'll go for it. There's another option as well. I could play the Neutron and a Stormforged Axe and buff the Tron instead of the Demolisher. But honestly, having a 3-6 Demolisher seems pretty good. Should pretty much have to Fireball or Polymorph it. It's just so difficult to deal with otherwise, and it throws out 2 damage every turn. So that would be pretty nice. I think I'd go for that.
I wonder.
Okay, she does have 6 cards and a coin, so I'm not ahead on cards here. Yet. There's the coin. She has a 4-drop, and it's a Water Elemental. Oh my god. Freaking Water Elemental. I hate that crap. Well, so let's see. I could buff this and then run the weapon and the Stalker into the Elemental, but then the Power Mace's Death Rattle is wasted. I could play the Neutron and this Flame Tongue that just appeared. Then the Stalker plus the Power Mace will kill the Elemental and the Tron gets buffed. I think I better take that top deck to the bank. Putting the Neutron on the left, by the way, is not insignificant. This makes it so that my totems come out to the right of the Flame Tongue. Adds a little bit of extra use, although hopefully I'm not going to be making a totem. Actually, I probably will make a totem. I can play a 3-drop and a totem next turn, so that seems likely. Freaking Water Elemental, though. So annoying. Well, she goes for the ping, but that means she's lost her coin and her 4th turn, which is a pretty good turn of events. I get a turn of events. Anyway, she's got 6 cards to my 5, soon to be 6. I'm a little bit ahead on the board. One of my cards is this Flame Tongue, which doesn't do too much if it's not buffing something, so... she takes the Flame Cannon. It kills off the Flame Tongue. Do I like that, or do I not? I'm not sure. Let's play the Demolisher and make a totem and hit her in the face. The reason I didn't want to play the Stormforged Axe preemptively is that would have stopped me from playing this Ogre next turn that I just drew. But if I hadn't had the Ogre, then maybe I would have played the Stormforged Axe just to get it in hand. My board is very weak. It's just two 2-power creatures. So if she does have a good 5-drop here, I might play the Ogre anyway, just because I'm hiding behind these taunts, but I could also potentially be persuaded to do the Cleric plus the Axe if I really got to bring something down. Clockwork Gnome is encouraging. That doesn't really do her any good. And the Blast Mage, I see what she did there. How lucky will I get? Well, I lost my totem, but honestly, since I kept the Demolisher and this, I'd say I was pretty lucky. The barrel hits the worst possible place, her head. I think I am gonna go for it. We'll use the Demolisher to kill the Clockwork Gnome. Let the Tron sit in front of the Blast Mage. So the Demolisher might have a chance of blowing up something else. Hopefully it'll have better aim next time. And then this Ogre's a big deal for the opponent, of course. See if she fireballs or polymorphs it. That would be her entire turn. And then she'd have a 5/3 after she kills the Tron. I really hope the Demolisher would hit the Blast Mage then so I could finish it off with Stoneforged Axe. Things are not looking good, actually, because apart from me having that Ogre, she's equal on cards and has a ton of cards in hand, which means she's likely to have Flame Strikes and stuff, so I'm really stymied in being able to get ahead. Alright, she spends all her time thinking to finally do the obvious, and then what? What's gonna happen? Beep, bop, boop. Man, what is she thinking about? She's thinking about playing a 6-drop rather than killing the Ogre? Probably a mistake, but it might be good for me, because then I could Hex that big drop, kill it. Alright, she decides not to kill the Ogre, or maybe doesn't have the kill for the Ogre. Oh, does she have an abusive... No, she can't use an abusive Sarge. This thing already attacked. Okay, I don't know what's going on. Alright, so she keeps this. Hopefully the Demolisher hits a creature. That would be really great. Yep, doesn't hit the best creature, but I'll take it. Okay, so I could kill the Blast Mage with the Ogre, could play the Stoneforged Axe. Leaves me with 5 mana. Not that great. Any other options? I could run the Demolisher into this, Stoneforged Axe it to death, and the Ogre can finish this off. This doesn't seem that great either. Balls. The problem with running into the Blast Mage and then Cleric to buff the Demolisher is that everything then dies to Flame Strike. Then she'd have, what, 4 cards to my 3? That'd repopulate with a Totem and a Snapjaw if I didn't top deck anything better. Oh, well, I think it's the best thing I got.
We must cleanse the Sunwell.
Well, it's the usual pray the mage doesn't have Flame Strike game. Not my favorite game to play, especially because she's been playing really slowly, so she's got above average chance of actually having a Flame Strike. I still have another Ogre in this deck, and I forget what else, but it's going to look pretty bad. So she Flame Strikes, clears everything, 4 cards to 3. I have a Hex if she plays anything big. I have this to mop up little things, but if she plays nothing but 4 drops and nice 3 drops from then on, I won't have any good way to come back and win this game. She has a Flame Strike. Of course, she had to think about it for half a goddamn fucking hour for no reason at all, because that was the obvious play, but whatever. Let's not be bitter. So this, and I'll pass. I don't want to attack with the weapon, because I've already used one of my Power Maces, so only got 1 more left in the deck. Hope she plays something really big, or something really little. If it's in between, like Yetis, like a pair of Yetis or Ascension and a Yeti would just pretty much ruin the day here. I had to have the Flame Strike. Did I overlook some other way of playing that turn? I don't know. Maybe. I guess I could have used a Hex, kept the health on the Ogre. You know what? I was just so stuck on don't use Hex on the 5/3 that I didn't consider that maybe that was the best play. Fuck, there's a 4-drop, and that thankfully isn't a 4-drop, but it's one that I can't kill, and a secret. Lava Burst. Alright, we'll test for, what is it? Duplicate, Spellbender, and Counterspell. Duplicate. Well, She now has a pair of 5/4s. The good news is that it's a little bit tricky to actually avail herself of that. She'd have to use the first one to pop up this thing, and then replay it, and then play the other one, which she actually has enough mana for, so I'm going to be facing down a pair of 5/4s, and I could not get a Bolt of a Stoker or another big drop to save my life. Oh, balls. She's going to think for another half an hour before making the obvious play again, I'm sure. Zal's a slow one. Come on, buddy. You attack the totem, kill it, play the panda, put this back, replay it, play the other panda, put it back. And then you have a pair of 5/1 to my 2/7 and a 2/3, and I lose the game. She decides to polymorph a 2/7. Well, it looks like she's heading her bets. She'll kill the totem and... No? Okay. Wow. Aha! She's going to actually trade with my Mech Warper. I guess she thought that was a big threat. I disagree. I think that when it's arena and the person has one card in hand and, you know, nothing else going on, you might as well just get your pair of 5/4s out. That was, I think she made a horrible blunder there. 2 5/4s would have been impossible to deal with. Now you might wonder why I played this guy. Thing is, Hex was not worth using on a Shattered Sun Cleric, even if it did give me a card. I didn't have enough mana to do that anyway, and the alternative, which would have been to wait later, would have just been terrible. I need to get this 4/4 out here. I mean, if nothing else, if it can hit her for 4 a couple of times, I might be able to burn her to death. She has 2 5/4s. Oh, now she plays it. Does she have a way to kill the 4/4? No, she doesn't. I see. So this is looking pretty good now. We get to... I'd love to use Rockbiter, but Rockbiter just doesn't kill this. So what I could do is Rockbiter myself and hope I top deck a weapon. But, let me think. I could Rockbiter her face. What is it, 7 damage? But there's no way that... Yeah, there's no way that going for the burn is the right move here. So let's just, hang on a minute. I could hit her in the face for 4, Hex this thing, then Rockbiter to kill the frog, not care that I'm wasting a Rockbiter because I'm getting another card out of the deal. That lets me get an extra 4 damage through. Well, Rockbiting her face versus Rockbiting her frog, or using this to hit the frog or hit her face, is just 1 point of damage. So I might as well see what card I get with Hex first, and then decide. Aha. Okay. So now we can do this. Well, hang on. First, let me Rockbiter to get a card. Sky Golem or Flame Tongue? Oh man, that's a tough one. Tough call. Tough call. Tough call. Flame Tongue would have let me deal 6 damage to her face. Oh, I just messed up. I should have used the Rockbiter to hit the frog and then use this to hit her face. So I lost a point of damage for no reason. Flame Tongue would have let me deal an extra damage to her face. Because I could have used the totem to kill this, and then this, and my Rockbiter could have hit her face. That would have been 6 plus 3 is 9 damage. Taking her down to 4. That was the right move. I messed up. I shouldn't have played this. Now she has a chance to react. She has a panda, which is useless. Completely useless. And then 2 other cards. Oh my god. Oh, she stole one of the good ones. Oh, that's bad. Okay, one of her cards is a panda, which is useless. Oh no, did she just top deck? She just top decked a polymorph. Well, that means she gets a card off of the auctioneer that she just stole, and she can still ping off the sheep, which means the Flame Tongue is useless. I fucked it up. Wow. So if I had played Flame Tongue, she still would have gotten off this mind control tech, but I would have also made an extra totem, so the odds of her stealing this would have been less. I'm totally fucked. She has enough damage to kill me. 9, 12, 13. Fuck. Unless I get a taunt. I actually do. And I lost my auctioneer, so I don't get a card for that Rockbiter weapon. I can't win. I can't deal 8 damage off a single card. She can kill everything she wants right now. Fuck! God. Yeah, misplayed it. Should have played the Flame Tongue instead of the Sky Golem. She got lucky getting the auctioneer and top decking polymorph, but I wouldn't have left myself open to losing to a lucky response if I hadn't played the Golem. Shit. Had it been a Sea Giant, would I have been better off? Okay, yeah, this is she has neutral. Had I played the Sea Giant, the Sea Giant would have cost me 6 mana, so it would have been the same cost. Okay. Oh, and she threw in a threaten at the end there. Oh my god, I am boiling with rage. Well, I'm only mad at myself because I played bad Hearthstone. Still, that was a pretty annoying game. Alright, well, starting this video off like crap. Last video started like crap, ended well. However, if this video starts like crap and ends well, best case scenario, starting like crap means I lose 3 games in a row and then I have a promising new run, which I don't really want. I'd rather this just start well and then like crap. That's what I'd like. Falcon 512. Okay, so Lightning Bolt I don't like using early on. We'll keep the Power Mace. That should be enough removal. If I didn't have Power Mace, I might have kept Lightning Bolt. We get... Okay, pretty good, pretty decent opening hand. I can play this on turn 2. And then either the tank or the Power Mace on turn 3, depending on what's more useful. A Loot Hoarder is fine. That will, you know, cut even with the Annoyatron. Oh man, that last game is hard to let go. Such a frustrating loss. My girlfriend laughs. Oh, alright, so the Power Maze could kill the first iteration of the Golem. Then the second iteration would kill the Tron. Or while the Tron kills the Loot Hoarder. Or I could play the Spider Tank and kill the Loot Hoarder. Then the Golem kills the Tron. It's still on first iteration, but then I have a 3-4. I'm going to trust my instincts, although they apparently have been pretty shitty lately. And do this. And what I'm actually going to do is kill this thing. The reason I'm killing that one is they're both 2-1s, but that one does not give him a card. This one does. So I figure I want to make him choose whether he throws the Loot Hoarder away for that card or not. Plus he can make weird mistakes now, like get the card after he commits to a bad play. Just, you know, leaves it open a little bit to improve my odds. Alright, he's got a Spider Tank, which is annoying, because that does not die to my weapon. I could hit it with the weapon anyway, just so that my Demolisher gets buffed. That's unfortunate. Wish I had something out for the totem, my Flame Tongue totem to buff. Looks like he was thinking about playing something, but decided against it. This is bad. It doesn't do me any good at all. Alright, let's go tank to tank. With luck, I'll be able to play the Flame Tongue next turn, so my tank actually kills his. Bomb Lobber. Oh, fuck. Well, there's a good side to this, which is that I now have a target for my Power Mace. So I can play the surprising MVP Demolisher, kill that, coin, and Lava Burst. Get rid of that tank. So I have a 3-6, which is difficult to deal with. It also spews barrel, so there's always a chance that his recruits will die. He has 6 cards to my 5, so I'm not too far behind. My problem mainly is overload. I can play the big dumb beast next turn. I can also hex if needed, or buff with this if needed. So, okay, it's looking alright. Not the greatest, mind you, but alright. That Spider Tank really ruined my life there. Matter Bomber, wow, he's going for broke. So I hope as few of them as possible hit the Demolisher. Okay, so it was 2 on my face and 4 on my Demolisher, 0 on his face. That's a crock of baloney. Luckily, my Demolisher finally hits the right target, and it is significant, because it allows me to kill that thing. I've taken a lot of damage here. That fact has not escaped me. I'm down to 14 health, and it's turn 7, but he's a Paladin. I shouldn't be able to get burned down too easily. I mean, it's possible. You could play back-to-back True Silvers or some crap, but I guess if he played a True Silver here, he'd use it to kill my stuff. The fact that 3 barrels hit the Demolisher really sucks, because now it's vulnerable to Hammer of Wrath. If only 2 had hit it, it'd be safe from the Hammer. If only 1 hit, it would be safe from True Silver. So luck is not with me in this video. Does he? Okay, he doesn't have the Hammer. Does he have anything for that Violet Teacher? No, he does not. Alright, let's hope the Demolisher hits a good target. It's the old Avenge ploy. Although he could have just played it to pop the Violet Teacher, and my barrel misses the 3 and 4 chance and hits him in the face, so I don't know now. I don't know if that's Avenge. Well, I could trade the... Yeah, we'll do this. Let's Flame Tongue and Cult Master. We'll trade the Demolisher, who I think has done his job. for the Violet Teacher. Ah, Noble Sacrifice. That really puts a crimp in my knickers. Because now this Cult Master is just going to die. Well, I had so many sights set on Avenge, I forgot to consider all the possibilities. So I'm going to lose this game because I play badly as well. Now he gets to kill the No, he gets to kill the Cult Master, keep the Violet Teacher alive, and the Recruit finishes off the Demolisher. Ouch. I really should have attacked with this first, just in case it was Noble Sacrifice. Oh, man. 2 games in a row. I got nobody to blame but myself. How unfortunate. I'm out of cards. He's got the ability to kill 2 of my creatures, and 5 other cards in his hand. I lose. Fuck me sideways. Oh, man. I should have given more weight to the possibility that he was just playing a secret to get the Violet Teacher to trigger. That was the one card that he flicked earlier, I bet. Decided not to play because it would have been a waste of time. Coghammer. So the Flesh-Eating Ghoul is now taunted and shielded in addition to being all huge. He takes 4 damage, which doesn't make any difference. Because he's got plenty of health. He can kill off everything. Keep my Flame Tongue alive, which is smart, so even after I hex this, I can't do anything about it. I'm going to draw a card, unless it's a real gangbuster, I'm going to concede. Oh my god, that's... You know what? I can play this, but then I don't get to play Hex. So you Violet Teachers to kill the Flame Tongue. This grows up to be 7, kills the Ogre. If I Hex this, he still kills the Flame Tongue. Yeah, whatever, I'm done. Oh my goodness. What is wrong with my brain? Did I misplay that game? I mean, yeah, that turn where I played the Cult Master wasn't my greatest moment, but still, I was pretty far behind even without that unfortunate turn. The Demolisher would have died, given me a card. The Violet Teacher would have died. I would have had the Cult Master, but he still had the Flesh-Eating Ghoul and the Coghammer thing to back it up, so I was screwed. God damn it. Alright, well, let's see if we can get one more. Real nervous. That's, what are you trying to, like, make people... That's a dumb name. That's fucking stupid. Okay, so, Flame Tongue and Spider Tank. Do you keep the Flame Tongue here? It's not a real 2-drop. I'm going to just mulligan it and go for something that I can actually play an attack with. Nope, and not a chance. So, this is okay, because I mulliganed to Flame Tongue. I wasn't going to play that on turn 2 anyway. This only ends up biting my ass if I, really want to attack with my totem on turn 3 instead of playing a Spider Tank. Oh, she has a play, which is bad. It's a fast start to my slow start. And it's a legitimately good card. Spider Tank will take care of that. Okay, so will Mech Warper. That was a good top deck. It lets me actually put a creature on the board and trade right away. She's used up her coin. So if she plays a 2-drop here, these trade, and then I play the Spider Tank to kill whatever she plays. Oh, Arcane Missiles is pretty good. As long as all 3 don't hit, I'm pretty happy with that. Yes, she killed it, but she used a spell killing it. It's the same as if she had played a Frostbolt, pretty much. But this way, whether she plays a Frostbolt or not, I get to play the tank in front of the Apprentice, and the tank will take it down. She has to ping again to come out ahead. The main problem is I've got these Ogres that I can't play for a lot of time, and the Spellbreaker's a 4-drop I don't want to use unless she actually plays something worth silencing. Does she have a Flamethrower? Frostbolt would also kill the tank because the Frostbolt would be cheaper. That would leave her with enough mana to ping this off. No Frostbolt. She's going to take her time pinging it. Well, I have to play Spellbreaker. I think making a totem is just too slow. Aha! Demolisher is a reasonable alternative. I'll play that. Seeing a lot of the Demolisher lately, not that I've actually won any games, so even when that card's good, it's still not good. So she has 6 cards to 5. Everything's fine so far. I have a Demolisher. I can hex one thing. Mechanical Yeti. Is that worth hexing? Now that it took some damage? I could hex it, kill it, and play the Stalker. You know what? I'm done losing games because I wait too long on my hexes. Let's just go for the board presence here. Otherwise, I was just playing a Spellbreaker and letting my Demolisher die, which is pretty pointless. Okay, now we're ready to start the Ogre train. As long as this turn is not gangbusters for her, I'm fine. Oh, she plays the best possible 5-drop she could have possibly played. Okay, great. Well, the Demolisher hits the good target. I Could Rock Biter to kill this, but I'd still have to throw the Demolisher at it, so there's no point. I'm just going to play the Boulder Fist Ogre. Number 1. After she kills the Demolisher, on turn 7, I can play an Ogre and Rock Biter, so finish this off and have 2 Ogres, ready to bring down whatever else she might play. If she plays something serious, I could also Rock Biter and Spell Break and save the other Ogre, but I really hope I can play the other Ogre.
What to do? What to do?
Well, that's a positive turn. At least she didn't have Fireball or Polymorph. I don't need that Ogre to kill the Knight. I can use Rock Biter for that while playing the other Ogre. I could also silence my Ogre if I want to be able to attack with it. That thing is protecting her thing, and she's going to actually 2-for-1 to kill that. Alright, wow, that was quite the active turn. So we have to silence this. Rock Biter to kill this. Make a totem. See what it is. Taunt would be nice. Nope, got the worst one. So we pass the turn. If she Flame Strikes, she has 4 cards to my 3, but 2 of mine are going to be pretty big, so she'd have to respond to an Ogre. She would have a 2-3 though, so she'd have a head start. Alright, she'll take the simple approach, it looks like, and just ping my Stalker to death. Or not. She thought about it, changed her mind, and now is going to Sludge. After I use my Spellbreaker, of course. She can still kill off the Stalker, and then I can only kill the Sludge Belcher, not the Exorcist, because of course the silence took away its taunt. Why did she do that? That makes absolutely no sense. With the Taunter, with 2 Taunters to protect this, she should have really just killed off my Stalker while she had the chance. Bizarre. Well, okay, so we'll do this and think. Do I just throw both of these guys at the Sludge Belcher? Now let's do it this way. We'll 2-for-1 against her Belcher. And also have to hurt the Sludge, or the Spellbreaker. So now this Exorcist can kill off the Spellbreaker, leaving her with 4 cards to my 2, soon to be 3, but the Ogre is a big one. Oh, don't tell me she top-decked a Polymorph for my fucking Ogre. Nope. Okay, good. She top-decked Pint-Sized Summoner, which isn't that great. And she has her own Ogre. Okay, that's bad. Lava Burst does not kill a Boulder Fist Ogre. Okay, so I could hit the Ogre, heal it with the healer back up to 6-3, and then go up to 6-4, or I could hit the Pine Size and heal it with the healer. Then her Ogre hits mine, she pings hers, or she pings mine off, and then hers lives. I think it actually makes more sense to damage hers, and then get, well, yeah, get extra healing. So this is out of the reach of this Pine-Sized Summoner, and her Ogre can trade, or it can kill my 4-5, depending on what she has. Lava Burst is pretty weak here, it can kill something, but... Oh, that looks like a Flame Strike. Or a Frostbolt. No, she just top-decked a Senjin. Regular old Senjin Shieldmaster. This is looking really, really, really bad. Because she has creatures and I don't. Okay. So then, we get to kill this engine, kill the Pine Size. She'll have 3 cards to my 1. And, oh jeez, this is ugly. Snapjaw. Well, we do that, and this. The 1-1, of course, is the worst possible one. So now she can kill off my healer, ping off the totem, and I have a 2-7 versus her 2 cards. We're on a top deck war, and she has a huge advantage. Because she's playing first and has 2 cards to a big dumb beast. Unless those 2 cards are both tiny minions, and I find time to do some more stuff. Oh geez, that smells like a Flame Strike. There's really no reason to run in like that, because unless she's about to kill us off, because if she does, I can trade the dumb beast for this and have the harder hitting creature left. Explosive Sheep. That would definitely not make any sense. Okay, so she's letting the sheep trade for these 2, which doesn't make too much sense because she could have just pinged off the Searing Totem, and then that would have also let, like, it would let this trade from a big dumb beast, and I don't know, it seems sort of pointless what she did. Okay, well the sheep will kill off this stuff. So there's no point doing anything about it unless I want to keep a totem on the board. So do I want to get 6 extra damage on her face or a totem on the board? What's more valuable to me? Alright, well, let's do the damage. I'll play the Power Mace. And do I want to attack so that this is ready in case I top deck a mech? Sure. Got a lot of damage in this deck, might as well put some on her face. And be ready with the buff just in case. So she's got 2 cards to my 0 in this top deck war, but my mace might be able to kill off one of them if I'm lucky. She seems not to have anything to do with all of her mana, which is a good sign, because she's pinging her sheep instead of running her sheep into something. And what does she have? That'll die, and that'll die. Well, it's a top deck war. She's starting with a 3-2. I'm starting with a Power Mace. This could have been an Azure Drake, which would have been way better. I think I'm officially classifying that as a misdraft. So she hits me down to 16. I kill this thing down to 13. She has another card in the wings. I, of course, again drew the worst possible totem, so she can ping it off, so I can't get my totems to stick, and she has a Sunwalker. Well, that's great. Only thing that can save me now is a Hex for this, otherwise I'm fucked. So, okay. That is the arena, ladies and gentlemen. Ah, God, that was terrible. So, 32 minutes of me losing, probably due to my own misplays. Great video. And we still have time to start a new run. 50 gold, 4 wins is par for yonder course. Yeah. So then, we need Warrior. Yep, that's the one we need. Beep. Siege Engine. Gosh, I don't know. I think the Sludge Belcher is just the best card there. And this is the only playable card here. Rampage I'm done with officially. That card's terrible, so we'll take the only playable card there. Ooh, Silence or one of my favorite cards. We'll take the Silence. I think Silence is just that good. Okay. I'll take the Experimenter. I stand by him. Trog is solid. The Whirlwind is really helpful sometimes, but the Trog is just really, really solid. Heroic Strike is a good killer card. Frostwolf Warlord, so mediocre 5 or a mediocre 4. We'll take the mediocre 4 because it's cheaper. Cruel Taskmaster or a really great 4-drop. Man. Cruel Taskmaster is just so good, I think you have to take it. Defender Vargas is the only playable there. Ogre Warmel I still think is shitty, so we'll take a Force Tank Max. Arcanite Reaper is an easy call there. So the Spectral Knight, the others are junk. Card draw or a decent 1-drop. You know, these aren't always the best 1-drops. We'll take the card draw and hope to get another 1-drop later. Alright, I think I have enough 5s and an 8 that I can afford to take this cheap buffer over that other card. Mr. Tinkers. Not a whole lot going on there for Mr. Tinkers. We'll take the Yeti. Okay, I do need some 3-drops. I could keep pounding 4s and hope I fill out some 3s later, or just take a decent 3. I'm going to pound 4s. We'll go for the 4-mana spike. We'll see how that works out for me. So here's a 3. It's junky, but it fits the curve. This could be free if I get it out with Arcanite Reaper, but I don't have the Fiery War Axe, so this could be really bad. Let's take the Rocketeer for some burn and some endgame. Only 1 playable card there. Okay. I gotta take that then. Can I get a Fiery War Axe? Nope. Second Heroic Strike? Sure. War Song is fine. I gotta take this other Arcanite Reaper. Screwjank Clunker. What a terrible card. We'll take a Kodo. Alright, there's the Argent Squire I was hoping for. I was actually hoping for something better, but we'll take it, I guess. Take some more removal. And, another 4-drop with some burning and removal capacity, or a good 1-drop. Let's take the 1-drop. Well, I could really regret that. We're ending with a rare, or sorry, a legendary. Only one of these is any good. Well, hang on. Blingtron is funky. What am I talking about? It's Karen. Alright, so this is a really high-powered deck. There's a ton of 4s and 5s and some really good endgame. I didn't get any Fiery War Axes, which is a devastating blow because that would have like single-handedly carried me through the early game in some cases, and that's going to be this deck's biggest problem. So if this video is anything like last video, I'm going to win like the one game that we have time for, so that we'll say it started poorly and ended well, and then the next video I'm going to lose 3 games in a row, so we're going to repeat the terrible cycle. We're up against Tricky the Rogue. And okay, got a good opening hand. Just about the only like early crap I have is right here. Alright, we got 1, a 2, a nothing, and a 4. This could have been, maybe, I didn't get 2 of them in the deck. That could have been the Razorfen Hunter, in which case I might regret my choices. She can coin into a dagger. Oh no, she's doing something else. She's doing the classic Defias Ringleader play. Okay, well, one thing's obvious here. We do this, kill the big one. Now, this guy can kill the wolf, the dagger can kill my squire, and then she comes out ahead of card because she used the Defias Ringleader plus a dagger to kill 2 actual cards. And I've got nothing on turn 3, so the fact that this, well, might have been, it might not have been, but the fact that this might have been a Razorfen Hunter could cost me the game. Because instead of playing a Razorfen Hunter, I'm playing spiders. Alright, she has 6 cards to my 4, soon to be 5. She is up a card. She's used her coin. She's got that thing. Okay, so she has to decide whether to pop the spider or hit me in the face. She decides to keep the spiders intact and hang on to the dagger. I don't know. Tough call. I gotta play the biggest thing I have. I don't think I can afford to get cards right now. I just need to get the most as I can onto the board so that if we make it to the end game, I could maybe overrun her with my superior cards. And a Bar Ambusher. Well, not a bad card to play when it's hiding behind a taunt. And it will kill my 3/5. She again elects not to kill the spider, though she seems to be agonizing over that choice. Well, that would make no sense. If she did this, I might as well just, yeah, okay. Defender of Argus, huh? Makes this guy survive against that. But it does not let the spiders kill this, so if I use the Trog to kill the infantry, this thing will take a damage and it would die to the ambusher without quite killing it back. I can play this and just kill the infantry the old-fashioned way, save this thing for later. Let's try that. So we kill that, we get up, we get our cards back, we play the Guardian, pass the turn. Now she can use this to kill the Trog, but it damages this thing, which means any minion she plays now can get popped back if I kill this. What she has to have here is more taunt. That's sort of how you get away with playing this Ambusher. I really think it's a pretty bad card, but if you do play a bunch of taunts in front of it, like a Sludge Belcher, I was just about to think but not say, then, yeah, you can get away with murder, and I can't kill this with any of my spells. This could have been in freaking Kor'kron Elite, which might have been better. Alright, well, what we have to do is pump it up. Do this, she gets her spiders, we play the Chow. So I have a lot of stuff on the table. I should be able to kill this off and then finish off the Ambusher, as long as, again, she doesn't have yet another taunt to block it. If she has anything else, like a Polterfist Ogre or something, then she's totally screwed, because I can just kill this and pop it back. Okay, she gets a card. It's good that she played Shiv. That means she doesn't have Fan of Knives. If she had that, she would have obviously played that, because that's better. I'm a turn away from playing Force Tank Max, but if I get the Inventor down, draw a card, and maybe she doesn't do anything else, this could get played on turn 7. Oh, she decides to preemptively pop the Ambusher. Quite a clever move. I don't think I would have thought of that. She just plays a raptor. So I get to kill off the raptor with Mr. Chow, and then somehow she has 6 cards to my 3. Balls. Well, let's draw a card. I'm gonna use Heroic Strike to kill off this thing. Even though it's overkill, I want to keep this Chow on the board because I need to have as much board presence as possible. I'm behind on cards. I just need to get this Force Tank Max to drop. She has 6 cards and an ooze. If she has an Assassinate, I'm totally screwed. Lord of the Arena. Oh, that makes it tempting to play Arcanite Reaper. And I will. I think it'd be too slow to play this. Letting the Force Tank go amok. Alright, I really wish I had gotten something I could play along with that Arcanite Reaper, so my curve is hurting me here. Had I taken something that is cheaper, I could be playing a 3-drop now instead of armoring up. Okay, she has 6 cards to my 5-ish. Still looking for a window to play the Force Tank Max. These guys don't have very much power, so it's difficult. But if I get a good top deck, like another one of my infinite of 4-drops, I could play the Mechanical Yeti and a 4-drop. Okay, she heals up with an Earthen Ring, or she thinks about it. She thinks about healing up with an Earthen Ring Farseer while dropping a Spectral Knight. Arcanite Reaper does not quite kill the Knight. I'd have to also throw the Chow at it. She's got some card that she's flicking spastically. What is that? Magician's Blade. I see. So with the combo, she does get to kill this. Alright, I could put all my eggs in the Force Tank basket, but I think it's more sensible to just play a pair of really good cards. This is a difficult board to deal with from scratch. She has a weapon and 5 cards to my just 3 plain old cards. I have a Force Tank Max waiting in the wings. Hopefully these guys can hold the fort for 1 turn. We'll see what she's got. If she has dumb little creatures or bad removal, I could be okay. Oh, that card's from the left. Something she's been saving for a while. She's thinking, is it worth sapping? Is it worth sapping? Oh, she uses an Assassinate on the Sludge Belcher. Well, that's certainly better than it could have been. She gets to kill off the ooze with the weapon. The golem comes back after my Yeti kills it, which is bad because it means she has a free kill on the Force Tank Max. Or, at least on its shield, I beg your pardon. But I think I still have to play that. It's still a war golem even after she pops the shield. She used 1 Assassinate. Does she have a second? That is the question. Whew, long games in this video. Alright, she's going to use the golem and the weapon to kill the Yeti. That scares me that she has a sap or an assassinate. Deathlord is not the best card to play under these circumstances, because it dies pretty quickly. Oh, well played. What an epic Wailing Soul here, so she gets a free 2/8. Alright, wow. It is difficult to imagine anything that is more awesome than killing a Deathlord with a Stampeding Kodo. Unfortunately, I still get to kill it, I just don't get the creature off. A damn shame. Well, let's play this and armor up. Now, I could have used the Time Rewinder on the Kodo. That might have, like, stopped her from playing stuff. But this way, I can still make the play later. I can Time Rewinder this and replay it, and then kill something else, perhaps. That could give me the edge I need. The risk of having the Kodo on the table is it's available to be killed, but I'm thinking if she's going to kill something, she's going to kill the Force Tank Max. Okay, so she's playing Deadly Poison, or else there was no reason to replay that dagger. Oh, she concedes. Cute. Well, I don't know if we can call that a good ending, because, I mean, I won a game after losing 3. I think we just call that a shitty fucking video. Well, thanks for watching, everybody. Hope you enjoyed it. Please like and or subscribe, and I'll see you again soon. Take care.